Lissandra.
It's gonna be the lock-in. Lissandra into Faker's Karma in mid lane. Missiles at the start. Fly gonna go back in, gets the root down with the W score coming through. Jumps in, the Cocoon connects on the Faker with the Frozen Tomb. Oh.
They messed up the CC there.
Yeah,
so they used Cocoon and the Frozen Tomb at the same time, so Faker got a cleanse on both of those abilities at once. So they didn't communicate that well.
It's all just been out of the CS. Massive lead for Bang over top of Arrow. Ssumday is going to engage on the Duke. Might be looking for the kill. Going to snap back with the ultimate. Slows him up with the boomerang though. Comes back in with the phase dive. Ssumday going to flash away. He's playing with fire now. TP coming up from Fly. Going to try to get the chase on, but that's going to be Duke able to exit. Over the wall, flashes in, still gets the Frozen Tomb down. Does come up with the first blood. Nicely done by Fly. Didn't think he had it, but he was able to secure it at the end. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Wolf going to get rooted up by Arrow. He has to flash away, throws down the pillar for good measure. Blank and Wolf both getting junked out. A lot of summoner spells used here. Bang with the heal Wolf with both of his to try to make it out alive.
Faker's gone for a theme, so will be a good team fight item for his team, but
Not
also in lane.
A good place to be in at the whim of Faker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many people would definitely hate to be in that position as a mid laner in LCK.
It's going to be on Kuro's tombstone one day.
Yeah.
At the whim of Faker.
Yeah, true enough.
Kuro's like on his deathbed, and Faker's like, you die when I say you die.
Somewhere Ryu nods his head. Just heavily outranged as another blue buff contested by Blank.
Blank trying to move into this one. Faker's wrapping around the backside. Looks like the blue buff will go over to score, but now the onslaught of shadows comes out and Fly. He's going to take a bunch of damage. Might have to use the Frozen Tomb down onto himself. Current call coming through, looking for the shots, and Blank's going to be the first one in the fight to go down. Fly does drop the Frozen Tomb onto him. Duke arrives. He's going low. Can't even snap back with the ultimate. He just falls as Hachani finishes him off.
How many is it going to be?
Something on the chase here for Faker. Wolf running down as the rest of KT tries to get onto him. The boulder will connect, and Ssumday is going to keep going. Has the ultimate. Gets the wall up onto Faker. Is looking for the kill. Hachani coming around the side. The Dazzle's going to connect, and Ssumday comes up with the basically solo kill, and 3 members of SKT go down off of a blue buff invade. Hachani waiting to rush, standing on top of a scrying or board. Near that, score comes forward, gets the Cocoon down. That should be the Frozen Tomb as well. There it is, and that's a dead pony. Even used the Onslaught of Shadows at the end for the cherry on top. So Blank expending everything, couldn't make it out. KT with the 5th kill on the board. Now finding Faker. Score going to repel away from that added little burst of damage. Gets the Cocoon. That's going to be the cleanse coming out. Fly on the way, does have flash available, but can't get into a good enough position to go for that flash W.
And flash proto belt, so Faker had played with Fate a little bit more. That could have been engaged.
Big collapse coming into the mid lane. Tower's chunked out. Fly does have decent wave clear, but SKT going to be able to move up. Going to try to go for this one. The call opened up as Arrow is just firing off shots, trying to get onto Faker. Last bullet's going to be body blocked by Wolf. Can't find the kill. Fly going really low, doesn't have the Frozen Tomb available for himself, is able to make it out off the glacial path. And now KT are looking to turn things around. Duke getting slowed up, getting chunked low. One more hit'll do it. Ssumday looking for the kills, able to find it, but he's going to go down in turn as Bang finalizes that one. Hachani going low, gets a nice little heal in to buy himself a little bit more time. It looks like he might just fall. The Dazzle connects onto Blank. And now Fly threatening a re-engage with that glacial path. That's going to send SK Telecom backing off. It's going to be a 1-for-1 as both top laners go down. That pick onto Duke.
Blank.
Blank. Oh boy, walking straight into it. The Dazzle.
Oh, he missed the W.
Not gonna connect.
A rare deadly flourish miss there from Arrow. He's been incredibly accurate.
As well,
they missed the Dazzle and the deadly flourish, so that was actually really bad by KT. The move speed for SKT going to be nice.
Out of position.
Yeah, the killer coming through will repel up. The TP coming in, going to buy some time. He comes back down, takes a big chunk of damage. Now the curtain call opened up for Arrow, and he's got a perfect spot to shoot in. Fly going to have to use the Frozen Tomb onto himself, but Bang goes down as somebody arrives with a boomerang, takes him out. Duke goes into the back line, is able to kill Fly, but KT are just running over SK Telecom. Faker with the shield able to stay alive. Duke has to hightail it down the river. That's going to be the tier 1 going over to KT off the backside of a triple kill.
And KT is committing to these fights with his great, even though Score got caught out.
Faker gets caught, the root comes through, something going to jump in. He's got the cleanse still available through it all. Faker stays alive.
We'll continue that storyline of KT making it to every summer final. Of course, they famously beat.
That was a takeaway.
Yeah, there was a steal from Arrow, very nice, reminiscent of Faker and Bang on Ezreal, but they famously beat the Samsung Blue in the summer final of 2014.
Working on the Hulk part.
You gotta get those gains, it takes a while.
We never called getting Cinderhawk hulking up as, never mind.
Oh boy, Bang getting rooted down.
Nice
Johnny trying to
interrupt.
stick to him. Yeah, good interrupt with the pillar there from Wolf to buy some time. Score coming in deep though, gets exhausted out by Wolf. Blank getting locked up. The Dazzle not going to connect, but it does.
Ssumday!
The Trundle, and there comes Ssumday. Arrow getting a big pop of damage in onto Blank. A double kill coming through as he's able to finish off Bang, and SKT are just running for the hills as KT just swarms over top of them. And they come up with 2 more. Arrow putting some stuff on the board. Ssumday with the big flank. This is where I start getting worried.
All right, time to hold your breath, lads.
Yeah, this is where I start getting worried. Fly gonna take a little bit of damage here. Duke goes forward. They lock him down with the Frozen Tomb. He's gonna snap back with the ultimate. Looks like he might make it out alive. But that's gonna be the Baron stopped for KT. Don't want to go back over to that one as Blank is respawning. They'll just back off. It's been exemplary this season. It's been especially so in this series so far in the game.
Scores out of position.
Really far forward, gonna flash. That's gonna be Cosmic Radiance coming through to try to keep him alive, but there's just no way in hell. Fly can actually go in deep. The Repel comes through. KT might be looking to turn this one around.
Outnumbered.
The Onslaught of Shadows coming through does fear off. Arrow, the TP just now coming through from Ssumday on the backside. Could have a nice flank coming in. Fly blocking down many people, but Ssumday pops in, doesn't have an R-bar, but is still able to finish
KT
off
turning
Duke.
around.
That's going to be the turnaround as Blake goes down. Ssumday looking for more, slowing him up with the Frozen Mallet. And my God, KT turning a fight around off of a potential pick on to score.
Yeah, they also have to send Fly into the bottom side because he's the only one with a TP. So SK Telecom going to find a window to take out the mid lane tier 1. That will help them.
Curtain call opened up though
TP.
on the hunt. Being used, TP coming in straight
Behind.
into the river. From Fly, gonna be looking for the big play. Roots down 2 with the W, but he goes low. Has to use the Frozen Tomb on himself, but it doesn't matter
He's
because
so
Bang
low.
is just getting blown open. It doesn't matter about the shield from Faker. He goes down. Wolf, the next target by Ssumday, is gonna be able to limp out of here alive. Something just taking up the tower, but KT with Fly still alive, going to be looking for a tier 2. Somebody jumps forward, gets the wall up on the Duke. They root him down with the Dazzle, with the W. He goes into the back line, tries to get onto Arrow. Fly threatens him out, gets the flash away off of that Ring of Frost, but Ssumday, he's not done yet. He's got a Guardian Angel. He's ready to go the distance, baby. He's going in on a Faker, chunks him low, but that's gonna buy enough time for the tier 2. Can't get the kill in onto the Karma or the Trundle, but KT are just continuously creating advantages and picks throughout this game. Coming around from the side, doesn't have a Gnar bar. Gonna jump forward. They might be looking for Blank. Root not gonna connect, but that's gonna be the curtain call coming through. Score going up with the Repel. Shots coming in. Duke gonna body block that last one. KT just trying to create some pressure, maybe find a pick.
Waves are in a better spot for KT than they have been previously. SKT have to check, but they have the speed. It's very safe for Trundle to check.
So not starting this. Wolf comes around the side, is able to find
Can
it.
they kill
Ssumday
Wolf?
is gonna get rooted in. Ssumday goes forward, gets the wall up down onto the Trundle. Looks like they might just fully commit in onto him. They're gonna use the Gnar ultimate
picks
and pick
Golden.
him off. And that is gonna be a nice opening here for KT ROLSTER, because that is the Trundle pillar gone. Go ahead and actually start this one up. Score and Hachani are plenty tanky. Cosmic Radiance is available from the Taric. Ssumday building up that Gnar bar. They're just buying time. That's going to be the jump in here. Duke getting locked down. He's going to try to sprint out. Frozen Duke down onto him. He still has the ultimate available. He's going to snap back. Jumps to the other side of Arrow. Big burst of damage coming through. Looks like he might be able to make it out alive. The Duskblade wasn't enough to finish him off, but a big two-man stun comes through from Ssumday. They take out Faker. Blank having to use the Onslaught of Shadows defensively to try to get out, but Arrow is there. He lines up the shots. He's going to help find 2 more as Blank and Bang go down, and KT are starting to really run away with this game. They're going to move down to this bottom lane and take out this tier 2.
They've got to go for this in him.
There's no wave clear on SKT. They have to back away.
There's no way they can hold this with just an Ekko and a Trundle. The inhibitor tower falls. The inhib is going to follow suit. They still have 12 seconds before Blank and Faker come back up so they can exit safely and reward up. They're going to try to exit through mid where Ssumday has been splitting down this tower. Starting to get a little bit risky now,
3 seconds
but they
on
still
Faker.
should be able to get this safely. Blank comes in. No Onslaught of Shadows available for him. So SKT looking like they won't be able to answer anything. Ssumday gonna hop away.
The Sivir ult.
That's gonna be the speed up coming through from the Mantra Shield to get on to Score, who's low on mana. Ssumday trying to turn things back around, dissuade them from coming in. Fly goes in, still has the Frozen Tomb up. Duke jumping forward, gets a big stun into the Parallel Convergence. Arrow goes low. Stun onto Faker with the Frozen Tomb. And now SK Telecom, they're going to try to fight this one out. The fight's breaking out. A Score and Ssumday go forward, looking for the Gnar bar. They get on to Bang. A couple more hits will do it and finish him off.
Dead.
But they're not able to find him. The shields from Faker are just keeping him alive. Duke's going to go down on the backside, but Fly falls as well. Curtain call open up. Score still on the front lines, has the Guardian
Wolf's
Angel.
gone.
Locks him down. Wolf is going to get popped. Another kill coming through from the Jhin, and he's looking for Blank, who has to hightail it out yet again. KT coming up with 2 inhibitors off that push. But Ssumday, he's going to start knocking down the tower.
It's going to be
Curtain call
initiation
open up
here.
to try to initiate onto him. The pillar comes through to interrupt Arrow, and he has to peel back. Ssumday trying to build up that Gnar bar, is exhausted, so won't be able to do so for quite some time. Is taking a good amount of damage, has to hop away. And SKT, they're going to be looking for the turnaround. Onslaught of Shadows has been used. It's not available for any more engage. Fly jumping away with the Glacial Path. Ssumday going to split off. The rest of KT, they're wide open. The shield's coming through. The Dazzle will clip onto Duke, but Blank is there to push in Fly. He drops the Frozen Tube down onto himself. Will get a bit of a heal, but he's pretty much dead to rights. Has to use the Zonias.
Ssumday's pushing Nexus turrets.
Do they want to try to turn this one around? Yeah, KT, they could just try to buy enough time, stop the backs. Looks like the recalls might be coming through from Duke as he's trying to get that one off. Will be interrupted. It's going to use the teleport instead to arrive in time, but Ssumday might actually be able to at least finish off one of those turrets.
They're going to look for a reinitiate.
Yeah, he's pinching back in from the top, but he's not fast enough to get on top of that Trundle or that Hecarim. Splitting down here should be able to whittle this thing down slowly, yet surely. Goes in for the stun. The rest of KT starting up the Baron. Parallel convergence down, so Ssumday can pretty safely teleport in.
Sivir ult.
It's going to be on the hunt pop. They try to go in. Cosmic Radiance coming down from Hachani, trying to mitigate as much damage as they can. Bang gets locked up by the Frozen Tomb, has to jump away. They jump straight back onto him, though, and they blow him up, but Fly does go down. That's going to be a big part of the damage of KT, but now Wolf falling in the backside of the fight will be the kill picked up by Score, and Ssumday is just duking it out with Duke. Almost pops the Guardian Angel, but so far it's a 2-for-1 in favor of KT. They're going to move right back down the mid and maybe try to win off these two picks. They're dead for 40 more seconds.
I've got some time to work with, and there's only going to be one Nexus turret left. This may be KT's ticket to the finals.
Ssumday try to poke him out, keep him relegated into the fountain as best as they can. Faker pushing forward, get some damage onto Score. Will cleanse off that cocoon immediately. Ssumday ready to transform.
No Gnar ultimate.
They're going to be looking for this one. It's 20 seconds now on Bang and Wolf. They're going to try to just buy enough time so they can try to turn this one around. Ssumday jumping forward. The wall up not going to connect. The Nexus Tower still not taking a lot of damage.
Though.
He's going to get pushed back by Blank. Meanwhile, Duke goes in deep, takes a bunch of damage, but is still very healthy and has the Guardian Angel to save him. I don't think KT can stick around. Bang is coming up in 5 seconds. They have to exit the base. They're jumping onto Ssumday. Duke goes forward, gets locked up. He gets the Guardian Angel pop. Score still sticking around in the front lines, playing with fire as best as he can, but now Bang arrives with Wolf. They're going to try to turn this one around. Arrow going low in the back line, but he's got so much damage that Duke just has to fuel up. Now the curtain call coming through. Bang, one more hit would do it. Can they pop him? It just doesn't look like it, as Duke still is just messing with this shit as best as he can. The repel not able to connect, but Ssumday's there, has the slows, should be able to take out this Ekko in the end, but KT, they cannot finish the game yet. Ssumday,
that's right.
The style points will kill him with the Gnar ultimate. They break both inhibitors yet again, but KT cannot finish it. Maybe committing to this one, and Fly is still running back.
No vision. It could be a 50-50, but with no vision, I think you have to pull back.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and back off, so KT will finally be able to pick up this Baron 45.5 minutes in.
Ooh, baby.
Wave comes in as they're going to be looking to knock down this final inhibitor. Bottom is moving along steadily. Duke, of course, back up here. It's going to be the curtain call opened up, trying to zone them off. Wolf going to take a shot. Chokes him out decently. Blank taking the second. The third one goes wide. Bang, barely missing that fourth one. Still had the spell shield up, but it looks like the inhibitor in the end might just fall. W chunking out the Sivir.
Wetting out the Mega Gnar.
They still pushing forward. The Mega Gnar about to be lost. Duke taking a hell of a lot of damage. Still has his ultimate available. Flash almost coming back up, but now KT, they're out of things to do. They can't really get next to that Nexus Tower yet. Have to just buy some time. The Cocoon not going to connect. His Bang spell shields that one off, and KT, they're just tiptoeing around looking for the end. Have to wait for that Gnar bar, which Ssumday is starting to build back up. Mike, he get a hell of a lot of damage. One more hit from the Gnar actually would have finished him off. The shield comes through from Faker. He's going to go in deep with the Onslaught of Shadows. Doesn't get punished yet. Actually is able to make it out. Duke. Now the Guardian Angel's going to get popped. Snap back from Duke as he's trying to stick into the back line.
They're on the Nexus.
They're on the Nexus, and KT ROLSTER! They're going to do it. They take down SK Telecom in the reverse sweep, bringing it back 3 games in a row, and they are going to the finals on the 20th to face against the Rocks Tigers.
This is KT's redemption. This is Score's revenge for 3 years ago. The reverse sweep coming back to take out SK Telecom here, and Ryu doesn't have to die anymore.
It might be 3 years ago, Monty, but it's also redemption for 2 years of domination by SKT. Took out KT ROLSTER so cleanly a year ago in the summer finals. Is this the season for KT ROLSTER? Because you know what the one thing it is, Monty? We're not going to have SKT as LCK champions this season.